Hello and welcome to Homestead Imaginations. I am Josh and I'm going to be showing off our chicken coop and chicken run. It's pretty much done, finally. I just put on like one of the final things today. So this is their run. It's about 16 feet wide and 12 feet long. We went pretty heavy duty with the framing. We use 6x6 posts. Because we get some ridiculous wind out here, like we're right in the valley in between some mountain range, so we get strong winds that really rip things up. So I just got to get some shingles, redo that roof. Everything's enclosed. I've got hardware, thick hardware cloth that's actually covered in like this black nylon, and I even put it down into the ground to hopefully prevent anything from digging underneath. Everything is pretty much closed off, and the chicks really seem to love it. They free range mostly. They're actually, I just came from the garden, so they're over by the gardens right now. So it's actually chicken free in here right now, but this is the inside. This is sand and I always screw up the name, diatomaceous earth. I can't say that word at all. DE and sand mixed in there. That's where they're like they're dust bathing to help keep mites off them. So I've got that. Then I've got, you know, this log, thin log, so that way they can do some perching. I'll probably be putting up some other ones, make them like kind of crossed, so they can even get even higher up in here. So I'm gonna probably add that at some point. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year or not, but then I've got their water. It's off the ground. I for whatever reason I wanted to hang it. It was such a pain in the butt. I tried hanging it with one chain, that didn't work, then two, and then I had to go to four, and it's a mess. I'm stubborn and I insisted on, I wanted it to be hung, so I'm hanging it because I don't know. So I didn't want to give up and go to something else. I wanted to use this one, and I didn't want it sitting on anything. Like anytime I've ever tried to put it on something, leveling it, especially here because my land slopes, leveling it was such a pain in the butt, and I was constantly losing water, so I'd have to constantly fill a big jug of water all the time. So I just gave up and I just wanted to hang it. Oh, there's my screwdriver. I was looking for that. Then I've got this. This is a little thing of oyster shells, so they can have some grit. Made a little bit of mess. That's just, all the rest of this is just dried clay from digging up the trench to put the fence, so you can see the top of the fence. Put the top of the fence in. I'm most likely at some point gonna like scoop out all the excess clay and get it out of here, and then I'll put something, you know, bedding in here, like pine shavings or whatever will probably be the bedding in here as well. But for right now, I've left it grass because they've been utilizing it. So I'll probably wait a little bit longer, and then I'll probably get all the junk out of here before winter hits, and then put in the pine shavings. That's their feeder. It's Grandpa's feeder. So it's nice. They just they step on it. They can get food. So this prevents like your birds stealing any food out of here, or any mice stealing anything out of here. I just put this in today, so it wasn't the correct size, so I had to cut some boards and mount it. But this is working. So this is an automatic door, chicken guard. It's 5:11 p.m. So this is their way of getting in. I haven't tested, I've tested to make sure the door works, but like this is their first time. So like, yeah, I've got it set to close at 8 o'clock because usually they're all in the coop by like 7:30 at this point in time. So I will have it shut at like 8 o'clock. And then right next to it, we've got my door to be able to come in, which is not very tall. So I kind of, you know, got to squat. And then I got to put stairs in here so that way I don't have to like climb into the coop. And then got 3 roosting bars, and then a tarp, which I just cleaned this today, so there's not much in there, but this is saving so much on cleaning the coop and keeping the smell down. As soon as like I start to notice a smell Or if I just notice that there's a lot there, I come in here and I then empty that area out. And I filled quite a bit today and took out of here, and it's just all their poop. So I don't have to change their bedding as often. I've put this bedding in here sometime in, like, I think early June, maybe late June, and I haven't had to change it. Like, it's not that bad. It doesn't stink. They've barely used it. So the tarp is awesome. I just opened this area, so the last time I did a chicken coop review of how we were doing, I had boards going across here because I didn't want them getting comfortable with laying in the nesting boxes, because these are their nesting boxes. But last night I came in to check on them, close the hatch off and close the doors on them, and I'll say my goodnight, tuck the chickies into bed, and I found 2 eggs down on the tarp. So I grabbed those. They were small. Probably like 2 eggs might make 1 normal egg that you'd get from the store, or even from like your eggs normally once your chickens are old enough. So that was our first egg. So we got 2 eggs. So, you know, it was like, people say, like, you know, $1,000 egg, first egg, or $2,000 first egg. Like, I got 2 eggs at the same time. So it split the cost. So they're not as expensive eggs. But then I got a 3rd one today. Again, they laid it in there, so I was like, oh, let me try and teach them. So I grabbed the egg and I put it into one of the nesting boxes, like in the spot that was like nesting area, so that way they could go and hopefully use that and be like, oh, that's where I need to lay the eggs, is in that nesting area. And I walked away, was grabbing stuff, and was moving on to the next chore, and I heard commotion. I came in, and the chickens were like going nuts, fighting over stuff, and I look and they ripped the egg open. So I would have had 3 eggs so far, but I lost 1 because the chickens decided to eat it. So now I've got to get like fake eggs to teach them not to try and eat eggs, so that way they don't keep doing that. So, but they're starting to lay, which is super exciting. I've been waiting, you know, ever since I got them for eggs. So, and then the final part, so the nesting boxes. Again, once I get this roof covered, I'll be able to take the tarp off. But this is how I get to the nesting boxes. So, like, I don't have to go inside the coop and crawl around and grab them. I can just open that hatch. Each nesting box has a hatch along this wall here, and then that way I don't have to go in. I can just collect the eggs right from being outside. So this is the chicken coop and the chicken run, and like I said, it's pretty much done. I have that little container of the oyster shells. I've got 1 more container that I'm gonna grind up their eggshells and put it in there for more grit stuff for them, and hopefully give them more of their calcium back to help out. So hopefully they eat it. I know some chickens don't eat their shells, but I'm hoping these ones will, just to give them a little bit more calcium, keep their nutrients high. I got a little light there, it's a motion sensor. I don't know if this camera will pick it up, but on top of the chicken roof, yeah, it's not really picking it up, but like right there is this little mini solar panel for the chicken door. So the chicken door is powered by solar. So the cord wasn't long enough for me to put it like on this side where it'd get pretty much sun all day. I had to put it on facing that way, so it's only going to get sun in the morning into the afternoon. So right now it's not getting any sun, but that's okay. It should be enough of a battery charge to hold it. It's not like the thing is running all day long. It just needs enough battery to open in the morning and close at night. So yeah, so that is everything. Really excited about having this done finally. I mean, for the most part, I mean, I'm still gonna be tweaking things. Like I said, I'm gonna be adding probably more perches. Next year I'm thinking about expanding the chicken run because I want to get a bigger flock. I've got 8 hens right now and 1 rooster, 8 Rhode Island Reds, and 1 Americana rooster. So next year I want to get more chickens, and pump up the egg production, really. You know, try and get my money's back out of this coop and run. But I'm probably going to expand. I don't know. Building this took a very long time, and next year I really want to focus on maintaining, being able to focus on the garden, be able to actually spend time in the garden, water the garden, take care of the garden. This year I've been so driven on doing all these new projects and getting everything new that I've gotten established. I mean, so much big things with the chickens and having an orchard. Like, those two things basically consumed my entire summer. I've been nonstop to the point where, like, I've barely had any time to breathe, and so other things have suffered because of it. So this coop I think I'm going to expand it. I don't know if I'm going to expand it next year or not. I might get just enough chickens where this works for them, and then worry about the following year expanding this, and then being able to expand the flock even more. So that's the goal. That's what I'm looking at. But I am so happy, and I was able to do this chicken run with the help of one of my good buddies. Thanks to him, I wouldn't have been able to do this. As much research and figuring out how to do this, I would have never been able to do this and do this as well as we did. So thank you to him. Much appreciated. He's such a huge help. I just don't have carpentry skills yet, and this definitely helped. I definitely picked up a lot of stuff, which I'll be able to utilize, but I have not had the opportunity before really doing this to get into carpentry. So this was a good experience, and so excited to have chickens. They're so much fun to watch. I don't know, some people say they're super smart creatures, but I disagree. Watching them, they are some oddballs, and they do some oddball stuff. And it's, you know, some people say, like, you know, they have one brain between the entire flock, and they share it. So that seems more appropriate than some people saying that they're super smart, because I don't see it. But they are fun to watch either way, especially when they try and run. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Every time I see them run, I laugh. It just makes me smile. So it's so much fun coming outside or just coming home from work and seeing the chickens roaming the yard. They mostly free range. I think I said that in the beginning, but they free range as long as we're home. So school's gonna be starting. My wife will be going back to work. As soon as school starts, the kids will be gone. So they won't be free ranging until nighttime when we get home, which, as we get later and later into winter, then by the time we get home, there won't be any sunlight, so they really won't be free ranging as it gets colder. And during the winter, we probably won't let them free range when there's snow, because that's not good for them. I will be taking screens, or not screens, like panels and stuff, and put them all along the chicken run here when it does get colder, to keep the wind off of them, so that way they can stay warm in the chicken run. So, which they should do good. It should, with I'll be getting clear panels, so that way I'll still let in a lot of the sun. So it should stay really warm inside the run. It will get sun like all day, so hopefully it does stay warm because of that. So, but yeah, so these are the chickens, and I wish I could show them off. I'll have to make another video at some point just showing them off, but they're doing great. Started with 8 hens and still have the same 8. They've all survived. They've all done well. Now they're starting to lay eggs, and then I picked up a male rooster from friends of ours at the farm, and because their rooster that they have is really good. Good protector, good with the ladies, not too rough. Not vicious or aggressive towards people. So I'm hoping his son shares the same traits. So far he seems good. He's still pretty skittish around us, but he's getting there. Like today I picked him up and held him for a little bit, and at first he was squawking quite a bit, and then he just calmed down and he was fine. He was happy for me to let him go, but trying to get him a little bit more used to us, because I just don't want to risk the rooster, which his name's Greyhound. I don't want to risk him getting any, aggression towards us, because I'm not gonna stand for that. I have little kids, so if the rooster gets aggressive and mean, then he'll have to go. I'll try a few attempts to tame him, but if it doesn't work out, then he'll go one way or another, either onto the kitchen table or to someone else. But he won't make it here. And then the chickens, they're a little skittish. They follow me around all the time, thinking I'm going to give them treats. And then, but then if you go too close to them, they run off. So like even they're kind of skittish, which to me, that's fine. I'm not trying to bond with them. For me, the chickens, they're not really pets. They're on the, you know, essentially the homestead slash future farm, whatever you want to call it, for a purpose. So if they don't fulfill that purpose or they get too old, then my goal is to cull them when their egg production slows down or stops, and then just restock the flock with new chickens. So I don't want to get attached to them. It's already hard enough to do the dispatching anyway, so I don't want to be close to them. So we actually haven't even named the chickens because we can't tell them apart. I don't know how some people do. I mean, I think it helps when you have different varieties, but we all have one kind of chicken, so it's harder for us. I've thought about getting like bands for them, but I just haven't done it yet, and the kids haven't really come up with all the names yet that they'd want to name the 8. So if you got any names in mind, good chicken names, let me know in the comments. Maybe we'll get some chickens named after some people's ideas. But yeah, that's it for the chickens. Look forward to next year and hopefully expanding and getting even more and really getting our egg production up. I'm excited for what we're getting now. It's like Easter. Yesterday I was just scrambling all over, looking in the coop, looking in the run, seeing if they laid the eggs anywhere else. So it's already been fun. Now that they're laying eggs, it brings a whole new excitement to having the chickens, which is really fun. And then and then getting that egg production up, so that way we are fulfilled. Would like to be able to feed my dogs some eggs as well and get their protein up and start working on getting them a healthier diet and not have to buy commercial dog food is the end goal for them as well, as it is for us to stop buying commercial food and strictly buy local, or at least from smaller farms, not commercial ones. And then give to friends and family and stuff, and then sell. Hopefully we can get enough where we can sell some and, you know, get some money back, help pay for their feed and pay for the scoop. So all right, thank you for watching. Comment down below any chicken names and subscribe to keep watching this journey as we grow, and I will catch you next time. Keep the imagination rolling. Bye bye.